everyone, I am back with another book haul, and this is a special one as well because I thought I would include some of the things that I got at Supernova this month because they're Harry Potter related. And what's not great about Harry Potter? And these were things that I bought at the Deluminators store, which is like the Sydney chapter of the Harry Potter Alliance, which is really cool. So the first thing that I got is this mug that says Espresso Patronum. Just so perfect. I couldn't not get it, you know? It's just, look at it. I also got a few badges. So I do have a tote bag that I'm slowly collecting different bookish and movie badges and things like that. There's like some Winnie the Pooh, some Disney Princess ones. All of the bookish swag pins that I get go onto there. So the ones that I picked out was a Hufflepuff badge, a Padfoot badge, and an Owl Patronus badge. I thought this was kind of perfect for me because I love owls. And the last thing that I got was this beautiful, beautiful golden snitch bracelet. I just love it so much. It's so gorgeous. So look at that. It's so pretty. In addition to that, Tamora Pierce was at the Sydney Supernova, and I brought the Song of the Lioness quartet with me to get signed. And so as you can see here, I got the first two personalized to me and the other two just signed by Tamora. All right, now moving on to all of the books that I received in the month of June. I'd finally read enough books this month to purchase another one in accordance to the rules for Project 5. So the book that I ended up picking up was Their Fractured Light by Megan Spooner and Amy Kaufman. This is the third book in the Starbound trilogy, and I don't know why I haven't picked this book up before now, honestly. I'm pretty sure I had the intention of pre-ordering this one, but for some reason it just didn't happen. So I really, really do want to pick this one up sometime soon, probably in the next couple of months. And then I also had to buy a few books for university. With the semester coming up, I thought it might be an idea to buy the books earlier and get a head start on a couple of them, just in case. So the three that have arrived so far are A History of the World in 10 Chapters by Julian Barnes. And I'm pretty sure that the title of this sums up what this is about. It starts from Noah's Ark and encompasses the Titanic, the Amazon, the raft of the Medusa, looking at a court in medieval France. So this does cover a lot of things that have happened throughout history, and I think it's going to be a really interesting one. I hope I enjoy it. I thought I would also mention one of the books that I already own for this course is The Air Affair. So I'm really, really excited to finally get around to reading that one. I've heard great things about The Air Affair by just before. I also have The People in the Trees by Hanya Yanagihara. This is set during the 1950s and follows a young doctor who goes on an anthropological expedition in search of a lost tribe in Micronesia. And I think that they do discover a couple of tribes of people who live long lives, and the source of their longevity is a turtle. So I think they go hunting for the turtle. And the last one that I've received so far is The Edible Woman by Margaret Atwood. So this is about Marion, who lives an ordinary life. She's an ordinary woman about to be married. She has a fiance, but she discovers that she kind of wants more from life, but this will sabotage her marriage and her stable routine as well. This might be an interesting one. Next, moving on to the book that was included in the June YA Chronicles box, the theme of which was Pride Week, and that is You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Levithan. So this follows two characters, Mark and Kate, who go to school together, but they're not really friends. They don't really talk to each other outside of the school until one evening when Kate is lost in the city. She's just run away from the opportunity to meet the girl who she's been in love with for a while. And I'm not sure why Mark is in the city, but he is struggling as well because he is in love with his best friend Ryan. So these two meet and I'm assuming become friends and help each other out. Sounds like it would be an interesting one. And now moving on to the review copies. The first one I have to talk about is one that I kind of requested. Jay Kristoff has a new book coming out, if you don't know, and he was like, do you want a copy of it? And I was like, yes, please. So I received a copy of Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. This is one of my most anticipated releases for the year. The first sentence of the synopsis, like seriously, destined to destroy empires, Mia Kavir is only 10 years old when she is given her first lesson in death. And you know what that means? Yes, she is going to become an assassin. Oh my gosh, I just love reading books about assassins. Honestly, the synopsis just makes it sound so incredible. So she must prove herself against the deadliest of friends and enemies and survive the tutelage of murderers, lies, and demons at the heart of a murder cult. The shadows love her and they drink her fear. That just so many questions, so much mystery. Oh my gosh, all the intrigue, and I'm hoping to pick this one up in the next coming week for the Biennial Bibliothon. So I don't know how I'm going to get through such a massive book in a readathon. We'll see. We'll see. And these last three books that I received for review were all unsolicited. So the first book that I have is Allegiance by Wanda Wiltshire. I was sent this by Pantera Press, and this book is the second in the Betrothed series. I haven't read the first one yet, but now I do own all three of the books. And this is about fairies, which is pretty cool. And I actually did meet Wanda Wiltshire at Supernova last year. I'm pretty sure I received a copy of her book at Supernova, but not till just after I'd met her. What was it that she did at Supernova? I think it was like she gave you your fairy name and wing color or something like that, which is really cool. Penguin Australia also sent me One Step by Andrew Daddo. So I think that Dylan is struggling with a lot of things, but when his creative writing piece is read out in class, this proves to be a catalyst for a series of events that follow that send him on a roller coaster of emotions and a revelation that could make or break his survival. Interesting. And the last book that I received is When Michael Met Mina by Randa Abdel Fattah. So we have Michael, whose parents have founded a new Australian political party called Aussie Values, and then we have Mina, who fled Afghanistan with her mother via a refugee camp. So I think this is going to deal with some very serious topics, especially considering Michael's parents, who I think are against immigration. And this is by the author who wrote Does My Head Look Big in This? I love the cover of this, by the way. It looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to this one as well. It sounds great. Hope I can get to it soon. So those are all of the books that I received in the month of June. If you have read any of the books that I mentioned today, I would love to hear your thoughts on them. Any in particular that you would recommend, let me know. But yeah, that's all that I have for now. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!